Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Twists and turns will January have in store for us. The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack, Jones. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Now Jones steps away. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jones, buying time to his left. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Off play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Here's a diving catch right side. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Myers connects on the PAT. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Wilson will throw again. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Demir Bird. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down and allowed to throw it anyway.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Let's go. 14.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Being chased out left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Let's make these babies. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
To throw is Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll roll him out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Jones, a final shot before break, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw big...
Oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw again is Wilson. 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Jones on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.